my friends. It's an honor to introduce someone whose dedication and leadership have ensured the legacy of the remarkable individuals we see there and so many others inspire future generations. Please join me in welcoming the chair of the 45 AIDS Society, and she also just happens to be my very proud mum, Angela Cohen, MBE.
My very, very, very dear friends here tonight, when I look at some of the pictures, and there's some outside of the boys, I see faces who had endured the very worst of humanity. I see courage, hope, and a miracle of survival. One of those faces, in fact, the good-looking blonde over here, now that is my dad. To me, it's more than a photograph. It's a reminder of a little boy who lost everything, his family, his home, even his childhood. And yet, because of the kindness he found here in Windermere, he learnt how to live again. My dad, Mojżesz Malenicki, was born in Pietrzykov in Poland to Hanna and Eli Melech, and they ran a small bakery. He had 5 siblings, Nathan, Sorella, Frumka, Devora, and little Miriam. He was known as the cookie boy because he used to deliver bread around the town. Life was simple and full of love, until everything changed in 1939 when the Nazis invaded. Their family was forced into the Pietrzykov ghetto, where their lives were torn apart. My father was still a child when he was separated from his parents. He endured unimaginable suffering and loss, and when the war finally ended, he discovered that all of his family, his parents, his brother, and all 5 of his sisters, including little Miriam, who was 8 years old, had been murdered in Treblinka concentration camp. He was the only one to survive. After the liberation, 732 child survivors of the Holocaust were brought to Britain to rebuild their lives. They became known as the boys, although 200 of them were actually girls. They arrived in 5 groups, and the first 300 came here to Windermere. My father was one of them, one of the Windermere children. When he arrived in 1945, he was a boy that had lost everything. But what he found here was extraordinary. The people of this community, many of them who had never met a Jew before, welcomed these children with open hearts. They didn't see victims. They saw children who needed love, safety, and understanding. Britain was still recovering from 6 years of war. Food was rationed, families were grieving, yet the people of Windermere still found the compassion to give hope to a group of broken young survivors. They offered them warmth, food, laughter, and kindness. They took them boating on the lake, played football, taught them English, and slowly they made them feel human again. My father used to say it was here, in this peaceful and beautiful place, that he began to believe in life again. The kindness he found here didn't just heal his body, it healed his soul. It gave him the strength to start anew, to build a family, and to believe once more in the goodness of people. Many of these young survivors went on to form the 45 AIDS Society, an organisation that became their extended family. It was created to support one another, to honour those that they'd lost, and to ensure that the lessons of the Holocaust and the example of kindness shown here in Windermere would never be forgotten. Today, the Society is proudly carried forward by their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, continuing the work of remembrance, education, and hope for the future. As we look to that future, I'm proud to say that hopefully a new refurbished library and exhibition will soon be created here, a space that would tell the story of the Windermere children to visitors from around the world, a place of learning, reflection, and remembrance, where generations to come can understand the power of love, community, and renewal. But tonight, I really want to say something very personal. I want to thank the people of Windermere, not just for what they did, but for what it meant. Your welcome gave those children, including my dad, the chance to find hope again. You showed them that after such darkness, there could still be light, that after such cruelty, there could still be compassion. On behalf of my dad, Moishe, and all the Windermere children, I want to say thank you from the depth of my heart. You didn't just give them shelter, you gave them their dignity back. You gave them love. You gave them back their faith in humanity. And that gift, that extraordinary act of kindness, will live forever in the hearts of the boys, their children, and their great-grandchildren. It will never fade, and it will never be forgotten. Thank you.